Over decades of exploring and investigating the Ozark region of Missouri and Arkansas, we've found that we're constantly posing questions that aren't being answered or even asked. Part of the challenge is that information sources tend to be organized by discipline, with geologists focusing on rocks, biologists on plants and animals, historians on people, and tourism on recreation. Yet we've so often experienced wow moments as we discover and fit together different pieces of the puzzle that tells the story of this beautiful and endlessly fascinating region. Sheer rock bluffs soar over clear flowing rivers. Ancient lava flows cap mountaintops and shape river valleys. Thick sequences of limestone and dolomite host extensive networks of caves, springs, sinkholes, and other karst features. Spring-fed rivers host abundant biodiversity, as do upland wildflower glades and sheltered canyons. Wildlife can range from beautiful to charismatic to intense to awe-inspiring. Human influences have shaped the region for thousands of years, from Native American land management through European settlement, resource use, extraction, and transportation. But there are a lot of neat connections out there that go beyond the brochures, or the visitor centers, or the guidebooks, or the websites. For example,
you might learn a bit about caves and springs, but will you recognize how bedrock and fault patterns influence where wildflower glades occur?
You might learn that a unique railroad tunnel was built, but will you recognize the geologic features that influenced its design?
You might learn the human story of a neat historic mill, but will you recognize the unusual river pattern that influenced its location?
You might learn that ancient igneous rocks are present, but will you recognize how these shape the regional landscape and human history?
You might learn that caves don't normally form in sandstone, but will you recognize how building-sized blocks of bedrock cracked away and slid downslope on a slippery bed of shale?
We can take you beyond the brochure by making connections between geology and ecology and topography and history, and by drawing on our diverse backgrounds as academic and professional earth scientists, as writers, educators, and field trip leaders, as birders and naturalists, as sustainable farmers and land managers, and as dedicated history buffs. We want to share stories about the Ozarks' geologic setting, ecological diversity, and human history, not only because they're interesting, but also because they're important. Because the Ozarks are a region with valuable natural resources, and the better we understand them, the better equipped we are to enjoy them and to respectfully manage them.
So follow along on our journey beyond the brochure.
And be sure to visit our website to find out more about us and how we might be able to work with you.